Let's begin with a warm-up for the arms. Relaxing the shoulders down away from the ears. Just start swinging the arms around your torso. Letting the momentum of the arms rotate the rib cage around the spine. So here we're starting to work on blood flow through the channels of the arms, the lung channel, the large intestine channel. And then over time, slowly start lifting the arms up a little higher. And as we move into that higher range of motion, then we're starting to work on the pericardium channel and the heart channels of the arms. And then slowly the arms start to reach even higher, reaching back through the palm and the fingertips. You'll feel a lovely stretch through the forearms, and that corresponds to starting to stretch the pericardium channel. And then the higher you reach up through the fingertips towards the ceiling or the sky, then we're working through the small intestine channel, more into the heart channel. Make your way back down slowly. Really feeling sinews of the arms and the shoulders, getting that lovely, gentle warm-up stretch. And slowly make your way back down to waist and then pelvis height. Keeping the shoulders down away from the ears, knees unlocked, breath flowing slowly in and out. Now start rolling your shoulders around in really big, over-exaggerated circles. And we can take an alternative shoulder roll there as well, if it feels more comfortable for you. Keep your breath slow and even. And now we'll work a little through kidney channels by dropping your heels loudly down into the floor. This is really good for bone density. Add in some shoulder movement. Lift your shoulders high to your ears and drop the shoulders down at the same time. Try and find an equal pressure through both heels as they meet the floor. Now shake out the hands and then shake out your feet. And then we're going to make our way up to the front of the mat. Take a slow deep breath in as you raise your arms out wide to the sides. Your hands will meet in a prayer. Breathing out as you lower your hands down to your heart center. Let's try that again. Slow deep breath in. Hands meeting at the ceiling or sky. Breathing out as you lower your hands down to your heart center. Standing at the very top of the mat, bring your feet and knees together. Going to drop down into a chair pose. You want to activate the channels of the legs. So we're looking at spleen and stomach channel as you squeeze the inside borders of your feet together. Squeeze your ankles and your knees and inner thighs together. See if you can drop your tailbone closer to your heels and draw your lower belly in deeply. Shoulders drop down away from the ears. Slow deep breaths in and out. Keep squeezing your inner thighs together and the lower legs together to keep that activation through the spleen and stomach channels of the legs. Fold forward now, just touch the floor and then slide the hands up the front of the shins. Lengthen the spine, crown of the head forward, sit bones back. Strong straight arms. Once more, fold forward, frame the left foot with your hands. Strongly straighten the back of the right knee, continuing to activate the stomach channel of the right leg. Shoulder blades are down your back, breastbone forward. Keep your breath slow and even. Lower the right knee to the mat, relax the top of the right foot, take an in-breath to raise the arms up to the ceiling. Curl your pubic bone to your navel and lunge more deeply. So here you're going to feel the spleen and stomach channels of that right leg on stretch. Stay here, slow deep breaths. Fold forward now, framing the left foot with your hands. Tuck the right toes under, once more strongly straighten that right leg, and then step or slide the left leg back to high plank. Draw your tummy up away from the floor, strong legs. Now we're going to lower the knees and the chest and the chin down to the mat. Now the whole body contacts the floor. Squeeze your elbow tips towards each other and draw your breastbone forward, drawing the shoulder blades down your back. Then we're going to slowly lower the chest back down to the mat. Push through all fours, all the way back to a child pose. Breathe all the way down to the muscles of your low back and feel your tummy expand into the front of your thighs. Rock forwards. So now let's move into some nice slow hip circles, and here we're continuing to work the stomach channels. Really feel the tummy muscles working to improve the blood flow through the stomach channels. Change directions of your hip circles. Again, keep your breath nice and slow and steady. Really pull your navel in and your lower belly in so that you're getting a nice massage of the stomach channels. Finishing the hip circles, and then we're going to drop into a cow pose. Shoulder blades down, sit bones up, breastbone up. Breathe out, round your back. Really scoop the tummy up as deeply as you can. And then as you breathe in, sit bones up, breastbone up. Breathing out, rounding the back. Really scoop your tummy up as strongly as you can here. In, breath back to the cow. Shoulder blades down your back, breastbone up. Breathing out, rounding the back. Tummy drawing up as strongly as you can. Back to all fours now. Step the right leg forward between the hands, tuck the left toes under, strongly straighten that left leg. Now step the left leg forward and we'll roll up nice and slowly, one vertebra at a time. Shoulders drop down away from the ears. Then take a slow deep breath in, arms meeting at the ceiling or sky. Breathing out, lowering your hands down to your heart center. And we'll repeat that movement. Slow, deep breath in, arms raising high to the ceiling or sky. Lowering your hands in a prayer to the heart center. So let's repeat that chair pose now. We'll take a slow breath in as we sit down in the chair. Squeeze the inside borders of your feet, the knees and your inner thighs together strongly. Draw your tummy in deeply. Drop your tailbone down as close to your heels as you can. Shoulder blades down away from your ears. Feel that activation in the inner thighs and inner legs. That's the spleen and stomach channels. Keep your breath really slow and even. Fold forward. Touch the floor and then slide the hands up to mid-shin. Strong straight arms lengthen through the crown of the head and out through your sit bones. Fold forward. This time we're going to step the left leg back. Strongly straighten the left knee. Push back through the left heel. Breastbone draws forward and shoulder blades down your back. Slow deep breaths. Lower the left knee down. Relax the top of the left foot and swing the arms up to ceiling or sky. Curl the pubic bone to the navel and feel that wonderful stretch through the front of the left thigh. That's the stomach and spleen channels on stretch there. Keep breathing, slow and steady. Drop your shoulders down away from your ears. Folding forward, framing the right foot with your hands, tuck the left toes under and strongly straighten that left knee. Step back into an all fours position. And now we're going to raise that right arm strong and straight to the ceiling on an in-breath. And then breathing out, thread the needle, stretch the right arm through underneath your torso. So in this movement, we're strongly working the pericardium channel as we reach up high, and then working that small intestine channel of the back of the arm as we stretch through in the thread the needle pose. Let's do one more on this right side. Big in breath as you reach up high to the sky. And breathing out as you thread the needle. Press down through the back of the palm and back of the arm into the floor. Return back to an all fours position. Preparing to do the other side. In breath as you reach up high. Out breath, thread the needle. Really feel that small intestine channel on stretch as you reach through. In breath, pericardium channel on stretch as you reach up high. Breathing out. Small intestine channel stretching through. One more big breath in as you reach high. And then breathing out. One more stretch through. Reach as far as you can. And then come back to an all fours position. Step the left leg back. And then the right into high plank. Strong straight legs. Tummy draws away from the floor. And we lower the knees, the chest and the chin down to the mat. Make full contact with the mat. Draw your elbow tips as closely together as you can. Pull your shoulder blades down your back as you lift your breastbone up and forward. Keep your breath slow and steady. Lower yourself down and then push through all fours. Tuck the toes under and come up into a yoga dog pose. Start walking out your feet, really pressing the mat away with your hands, bringing your chest in as close to your thighs as you can, and then take little steps up towards the hands. Once you get right up to the front of your mat, then you're going to roll up slowly, one vertebra at a time. Shoulders drop down away from your ears. Raise the arms out wide to the sides. Hands meet in a prayer. Breathing out, hands lower down to your heart center. And we'll repeat that slow breath in. Arms rise to the sky. Breathing out, hands lowering to your heart center. So we're going to prepare for a warrior sequence now, and the warrior sequence works the gallbladder and liver channels. Align your left heel with the inside border of your right foot. Rotate your chest and then raise the arms up and out to the sides. Bending that left knee so that your left knee is directly above your second and third toes. And then make sure you can see your left big toe down the inside of that left knee. Drop your tailbone down as close to the mat as you can. Keep your eyes focused on the middle finger of the left hand. Press your right foot strongly into the mat and then press down through the left foot as you reverse the warrior. Sliding that right hand down the outside of the right thigh. And then returning back to warrior two and then into side angle lunge. So the more firmly you press your feet into the mat, the more strongly you're going to be working the liver and gallbladder channels of your legs. Rotate that right shoulder blade back towards the wall behind you. Keep your breath slow and steady. Returning to warrior two, sink a little deeper. Keep the breath slow. Keep those legs working strongly as they press firmly into the mat. Straighten the left leg now and reach forward through your left arm, preparing for Trikonasana. So in Trikonasana, we're giving our gallbladder channel a really strong stretch. Rotate that right shoulder blade back as far as you can. Slow breathing. Make your way back, all the way up. And then we're going to turn both feet to face forward. Raise the arms up, hands meet in a prayer. Breathing out as you lower your hands down to your heart center. Forward fold. Keep your back nice and lengthened as you lower your hands to meet the floor. Find as much length as you can from the crown of the head to the sit bones. So we're going to walk the hands across to the inside of your left foot, stretching out that right inner thigh, which corresponds to the right liver and kidney channels. Then walk your hands across to the inside of the right foot, stretching out the left kidney and liver channels. Now we'll walk back for a deeper stretch on the right. Rotate your right foot up to the ceiling and pull the big toe back strongly, and you'll feel an intense stretch through the liver and kidney channels. And now a stronger stretch for the left. Walk your hands across to the inside of the right foot. Rotate the left toes up to the ceiling. Pull that left big toe back and feel that strong, deep stretch up liver and kidney channels. Let's return back to the center. Now walk your hands clockwise around to frame the right foot, strong straight back leg. Step or slide the right leg back to high plank. Strong straight legs, tummy draws up and away from the floor. Lower the knees, pull up your tummy strongly and lower the whole torso down to the mat. Follow that with a cobra, shoulder blades down away from your ears. If you'd like to work a little stronger, start in high plank, and this time we lower the whole body into a chaturanga. Strong straight legs, tops of feet to floor, shoulders down your back. Come up into a dog now, hands and feet pressing firmly into your mat. Walking out your heels. Pressing the mat away with your hands, finding length down the back of the spine. And slowly tiptoe your way up to the front of the mat. And we're going to take a slow roll up. And take a slow deep breath in. Raising the arms out wide to the sides, hands meeting the ceiling or sky. Breathing out to lower your hands back down to your heart center. Repeating that movement, hands wide to the sides. Hands meeting in a prayer, using an out breath to lower the hands back down to the heart center. Let's do the other side. Step your left leg back, aligning the right heel with the middle of the arch of your left foot. Dropping into Warrior Two, bending your right knee so that the right knee is over the second and third toes, and make sure you can see your big toe on the inside of that right knee. Look out over your middle finger. Press strongly through both feet into the mat to activate all the channels of the legs. So in this sequence, again, liver, kidneys, and gallbladder channels. Reverse the warrior. Really reach back down the back of the back leg. And then we're going to move into a side angle lunge. So in side angle lunge, really press firmly through the outside border of your left foot and firmly down through the sole of the right foot to activate the liver channel of the right leg and gallbladder channel of the left. Back to Warrior Two. From here, we're moving into Trikonasana. reaching forward through the right hand, and then slowly lowering that right hand to the inside of the right shin, taking the left arm up high. Roll that left shoulder blade back, breathing slowly and deeply, feeling that wonderful stretch through the gallbladder channel on the left. Return back to Warrior Two. Windmill the hands all the way down to the floor, and then step the right leg back. High plank, chaturanga this time, upward facing dog. Relaxing the tops of the feet down to the mat, draw your shoulder blades down away from your ears, lifting all the way back to downward dog. From downward dog, we're going to drop the knees down to the floor and do a little bit more work on the channels of the arms. So kneeling, if kneeling's too much for your knees, you can pop a pillow in underneath your bottom so that you're not compressing your knees so much. Interlace the hands, sit tall, crown of the head floating up to the ceiling. Now press the palms in front of you, rounding your back in a C-shaped spine. Use an in-breath to push the palms up to the ceiling or sky, releasing the hands wide to the sides. In-breath as you squeeze your shoulder blades as tightly together as you can, shoulders down. Out-breath, back of the forearms, back of the hands meet. And in-breath, returning to your start position. Breathe out as you push the palms forward, rounding your back, tummy scoops in. Breathe in as you raise the arms up, shoulder blades down your back. Breathe out, separating the arms. Interlace the hands, take a big breath in, squeeze your shoulder blades tightly together. Out breath, back of the hands meet, rounding the back. And then return to your start position. Push the hands forward, rounding the back. Breathe in, push the hands up to the ceiling. Out breath, spreading the hands wide. Interlace the hands, squeeze your shoulder blades tightly together. Release the back of the hands to meet out in front of you. And then returning to your start position. Pushing the hands forward. Big breath in as you push the sky away or ceiling away. Breathing out, separating the hands. Breathe in as you squeeze your shoulder blades strongly together. And then breathe out, back of the hands meet out in front of you, rounding the back. Breathing in, returning back to start position. Breathe out, push the hands forward. Breathe in as you reach up as high as you can, shoulders down. Out breath, hands spread wide. In breath, squeeze the shoulder blades tightly together. Out breath, round the back, back of the hands meet. And breathe in, returning to your start position. Make your way up to the back of the mat. Nice and slowly and carefully. Make your way into a long sitting position at the front of the mat. And then lie yourself down on the mat. Bend the knees up, bringing your feet comfortably close to your bottom. Lift and lengthen the pelvis forwards. Lengthen the back of the neck by stretching out the occiput, and then tuck your chin down towards your chest. Crawl your fingertips forwards towards the heels. Take a slow, deep breath in. And then breathing out, we're going to rock the pelvis forwards and backwards in coordination with your breathing. So it's a breath out as you flatten your back, and a breath in as you roll the back off the floor. Then we're going to turn that into a bridge, lifting your pelvis up nice and high. Really press the 10 toes into the floor. And then an in-breath takes the arms back behind you. Breathe out as you flow down the back of the spine, one vertebra at a time. Then we'll breathe in to bring the arms all the way back. Breathe out, curl the pubic bone to the navel and slowly peel your spine off the floor. Breathing in, arms flow back. And then breathing out, flowing down the back of the spine, one vertebra at a time. Breathing in, arms return. Breathe out as you curl up, one vertebra at a time. Breathing in, the arms flow back. Breathing out, flowing down the back of the spine, one vertebra at a time. Breathe in, arms return. Extending the legs out, crawl your fingertips forward, and then take the arms back behind you. We're going to roll up slowly. So here we're working on the bladder channel. Reaching forward, really feeling that lovely stretch through the back of the legs. Activate the legs, press them down into the floor. Turn your palms up and slowly lower one vertebra at a time, massaging out the bladder channel. Arms flow back on an in-breath. Use an out-breath to roll up slowly, one vertebra at a time. Really press the back of your legs into the floor as you reach out for your feet. Feel that bladder channel on stretch. And then activating the bladder channel as you lower yourself down, one vertebra at a time. Arms flow back on an in-breath. Breathing out, you'll bring your hands all the way back to the thighs. Roll up slowly, reaching for the feet as you press down through the back of the knees. Turn the palms up and lower yourself down, one vertebra at a time. In breath, arms flow back. And then out breath, hands return as we roll up again. Tummy in, press the back of the legs into the floor, reaching forward to stretch the bladder channel out. Turn the palms up, lower yourself slowly down, one vertebra at a time. In breath as your arms flow back behind you. And then out breath, rolling up again. So here we're really trying to improve blood flow through the bladder channel, running from the tips of your toes all the way along the back of the legs, up the back of the spine and over the crown of the head. Now allow yourself to relax in a Shavasana, feeling the contact points of your heels, back of the knees, thighs, buttock cheeks on the floor. Back of the shoulder blades, back of the head on the floor. Feeling the breath flowing in, expanding your torso. And as you breathe out, feeling the torso surrender to gravity, dropping closer to the floor. Staying with your breath now, all the awareness on the breath. As you breathe in, you feel your whole body expand and open. And as you breathe out, feeling the body soften and release to the floor. Remain in this posture for as long as you need.